In the world of Formula One racing, the name Ayrton Senna is synonymous with speed, skill and passion. But the year 1994 marked a turning point in the history of this beloved sport, as it witnessed the tragic death of one of its greatest legends. In this video, we will dive deep into the Ayrton Senna's journey through the 1994 season and the fateful events that unfolded at the San Marino Grand Prix. The year 1994 Formula One season began with high hopes and great expectation and anticipation. Ayrton Senna, the three-time world champion, had recently signed with the Williams Renault team, forming a formidable partnership that promised to dominate the grid. Senna, known for his intense dedication and competitive spirit, was eager to capture his fourth world title. Senna's decision to move to Williams was a bold one. He left behind the McLaren team, where he had enjoyed tremendous success, for a new challenge. The move was motivated by a desire to remain at the forefront of Formula One and compete with the best equipment. The early races of the 1994 season did not go as expected for Senna. The Williams car, although fast, was notoriously difficult to handle. Senna, renowned for his adaptability, faced challenges adjusting to this new machine. He was in a battle not just against other drivers, but also against the intricacies of his own car. The San Marino Grand Prix, held at the Autodromo in Imola, Italy, was one of the most iconic and challenging tracks on the Formula One calendar. The circuit, with its high-speed straights and technical corners, demanded precision and skill from every driver. Imola held a special place in Senna's heart, and mine too. He had won the race 5 times in his career, showcasing his mastery over the circuit. To him, Imola was more than just a race. It was a place where he felt a deep connection to the sport and its fans. The 1994 San Marino Grand Prix was marred by a series of incidents leading up to this race that would ultimately change the course of Formula One history. Tragedy struck the Formula One community on April the 30th, 1994, during Saturday's qualifying. Austrian driver Roland Ratzenberger lost his life in a horrifying crash at the Tamburello corner. Ratzenberger's accident served as a stark reminder of the danger of this sport, sending shockwaves through the paddock. Senna, who had witnessed the fatal accident, was deeply affected by Ratzenberger's death. He was concerned about safety in Formula One and expressed his worries to fellow drivers and team members. Senna's commitment to improving safety in the sport became increasingly evident. The date of the San Marino Grand Prix dawned with a sense of foreboding. The events that transpired during the race would leave an indelible mark on Formula One and the world. Fans are treated to an unusual sight just before this race starts. While sitting in his car, Senna removes his helmet. The sight of his face being visible to the public is unique. It almost seems as though he's pausing to consider his actions and collect his thoughts before rushing into the upcoming turmoil. As the race began, Senna was in pole position, leading the pack. He had a challenging start to the season and was determined to claim his victory at Imola, a track that he cherished. The vehicles align on the grid, with every driver poised for victory. And as the lights extinguish, the cars accelerate rapidly. However, in a sudden and dramatic twist of events, chaos ensues. JJ Lehto's Benetton stalls on the starting line, rendering it vulnerable to approaching cars travelling at high speeds. Pedro Lami's vehicle collides forcefully with Lehto's, resulting in debris being hurled into the spectator area. 9 spectators sustain injuries, with varying degrees of severity. Remarkably, both drivers emerged unscathed, despite all this mayhem. Considering that it was only introduced the season before, the safety car makes an appearance. His pace, though, displeases Senna, the master of speed, of course. Ineffectively, he attempts to tell the driver to accelerate. The F1 car's performance is impacted as their tyres and the brakes cool, of course. Now, the race resumes after 4 laps of track clearing. And suddenly the engines revved up once again and Schumacher was getting closer to Senna. Tension increases lap after lap, and after that, as we know, the unthinkable occurs. On lap 7, as Senna entered the Tamburello corner, tragedy struck once again. His car went off the track at high speed and crashed into the concrete barrier. The world stopped, watched in horror as the blue and white Williams car lay motionless. The impact had taken its toll on this racing legend. The investigation into Ayrton Senna's fatal crash revealed several factors that contributed to this tragedy. It was a complex and multifaceted event that unfolded in a matter of seconds. One of the critical findings was a steering column failure in Senna's car. The steering column, a crucial component that connects the steering wheel to the wheels, had fractured during the race. The loss of control over the car at high speed was a major factor in this crash. And in the aftermath of Ratzenberger's accident, Senna had expressed concern about the safety of the car and had requested changes to its setup. These changes included adjustments to the steering column and the car's suspension. However, due to time constraints and the pressure of competition, the requested modifications were not thoroughly tested before this race. Another contributing factor was the tyre degradation that Senna experienced during the race. The Williams team had opted for a tyre compound that proved to be less durable than expected. And as the laps went by, Senna's car became increasingly difficult to control, making the risk of a crash more likely. The tragic crash that put the Williams team under intense scrutiny. Many in the Formula One community and beyond pointed fingers at the team for not addressing Senna's safety concerns adequately. The failure of the steering column and the insufficient testing of the car modifications were seen as lapses in the team's responsibility for this driver's safety. The event that followed Ayrton Senna's accident in Imola shook the world of motorsport to its core. Senna was rushed to hospital in nearby Bologna, Italy, where medical teams fought tirelessly to save his life, and the racing community and fans around the world held their collective breath, praying for his recovery. The news that came on the fateful day was heart-wrenching. Senna, this racing icon, suffered severe brain damage and was in a profound coma before he succumbed to his injuries. The sport had lost one of its greatest champions, and the world mourned the passing of a true legend. Senna's legacy extends far beyond his racing achievements. His tragic death prompted significant changes in Formula One and left an enduring impact on the sport. In the wake of Senna's death, Formula One underwent a paradigm shift in terms of safety. The sport committed itself to implementing numerous safety measures, including changes to car design, track layouts, and medical procedures. Now, these efforts aim to prevent future tragedies, which they have, and protect the lives of drivers. Senna's memory lives on in the hearts of racing fans worldwide. His charisma, his skill, and passion continue to inspire generations of aspiring drivers and fans alike. Races, circuits, and memorials bear his name as a tribute to his enduring legacy. The 1994 San Marino Grand Prix marked the end of an era in Formula One, with the loss of Ayrton Senna. It serves as a solemn reminder of the dangers and sacrifices that come with the pursuit of speed and excellence in the world of motorsport. Ayrton Senna's life and tragic death continue to remind us of the profound impact that one individual can have on a sport and the world beyond. Senna's legacy transcends the racetrack, and his memory lives on as an enduring symbol of determination, talent, and the pursuit of greatness. In his honour, Formula One remains committed to ensuring the safety of its drivers, whilst also celebrating the spirit of competition that Senna embodied throughout his remarkable career. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Senna will forever be in the hearts of every racing fan and the 1994 San Marino GP that was the race that changed the Formula One world. I've been Technic. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.